Honestly, even doing this shows them, if it's like Freeman's, like, hey, we're not assholes. We look at it and say,
Shield generators weigh 100 kilos each.
such a good movie, man. Such a good visual. I keep forgetting to, I'm just like so enthralled, I just keep forgetting to talk sometimes. He felt it in the sand. You recognize his footsteps in the sand. Just like the worms. Right? They could tell the rhythmic steps you take. How big that fucker is. And it's got like bristle teeth, almost like a whale does. What do the worms eat? Like spice? What sustains them? Is that Lady Jessica? Something. Don't you do that. What'd you get him? That was weird. Why'd they show that? What'd he give him? Oh, is he sabotaging everything, turning the shields off, and then the attack's gonna begin here? By the Sarkinans, or whatever. Sarkorians, whatever the fuck their name was. Is this where he dies? Don't you got, like, communicators and shit?
Security.
They cut everything. You don't got one of them shield things in your room that you can just put on? Oh, okay. Okay. I was gonna say, like, you don't got none of that shit? It was the doc. Is he being controlled by the voice?
God in heaven.
Get everything with guns off the ground! Go!
Yeah. And here comes the battle. So, you wouldn't have, like, scout ships and shit, like, flying around, like, at night and shit? You just, everybody goes to bed at night? You don't have, like, a night shift? I think that's a little weird. I don't know if that's just me, but I find that a little strange to, like, not have. Like, you didn't have any, no watch? You've been there a week, and it's, like, a hostile place, and you know shit was gonna go down. Like, that seemed a little weird to me. Yeah, so guns don't work in this? Like, are there no guns because of the shields? Is that the case? Right? Is that the case? Honestly, the fights aren't... They're pretty boring to me. Fights aren't that great. It's pretty boring fighting. To me. But I don't really see this as a, like, action movie, though. I see it more of as storytelling. So he can't, the voice won't work on him. Right? You know the Harkonnens aren't gonna, like, they're not gonna honor that with him, right? Oh, and is that where he gets all fucked up? Like the old movie? He survives it, but barely because of the shield, probably? That's what I bet. I think if he raised his voice at me, I'd be like, okay. And... Would the worm detect like a mouse? It's probably Duncan.
That's Duncan.
Maybe I'm the one. I could tell.
My Lord Duke.
I can't believe at first I thought Duncan was one of the bad guys when it was actually the doctor. I think maybe in the original movie or something it was that Gurney then that betrayed them. At least I think. I could just be completely mistaken. It's been forever since I've seen that movie and I wasn't a big fan of it.
Drink this.
He takes a bunch of them out with him, so. Who is this lady? She gave me like a cheeky little smile when he asked, "What are you?" Like to them. Finally fell. And he took out a bunch of them. I knew he died. I saw the first movie and I know he dies in the first movie, I think. What is she doing? Oh. Rhythm. Mm-hmm. Just calling a worm. Oh, she's gonna ride the worm. Cool. Is that what she's gonna do? That's badass. Oh. She's not gonna? Damn. The worm's still coming.
His name.
Shah-Halud.
Halud.
But the worms. It's pretty cool. I like the worms. I do really like worms. Giant worms in like deserts are always cool. Tremors, Beetlejuice, Dune. Who doesn't love a big people-eating worm? So cool. This scene kind of reminds me of Mad Max a little. Is this the Harkonnen guys? Oh, are those magnets that you go and they go? That's what they look like, don't they? The magnets that you go, you throw them up and they clang together. Those were a thing. I saw a meme about this, about how stepping into about the bear and dipping the bread into the what is it, vinegar and olive oil. Is Earth in this?
Nothing survives such a storm. They're dead.
Is Earth in Dune?
It's a certainty.
Like, are these humans, but just like 10,000 years, you know? Well, 8,000 or whatever the math is. And is that how they're like, wait a second, who is this guy? I bet you. I bet you that's how they're like, wait a second. How does he know our ways? Because like she said earlier, he would know their ways without being taught it or whatever, right? The leader of change or whatever, the judge of change. Or was it a worm? I think I remember this scene from like what you call it? Like promo stuff, like the worm, like not there's you don't see eyes, but like just looking at him like with the mouth, and he's like standing there. You know, I've seen that image. I don't know. Always thought that was from the second movie, maybe though. I don't know. And I think dune worms like work like tremor worms, where if you're on solid rock, you're kind of okay. They're looking for sand.
Close by.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Do the walk.
He's from sand.
Run!
Oh, these drums. Is it just like louder? That's cool. Does he use the voice on the worm? And is that how he's the dude? Whatever they call the Freemans call him? Yeah, I think like they're running towards rock because it works like Tremors rules. Look at that, that's so cool. Reminds me of like the scales almost on Godzilla. Yeah, I've seen this. Does it have eyes? Where are its eyes? Does it have any? Because it feels like it's looking at him. Even a lot of creatures that you don't think have eyes, they might have one somewhere, you know. Oh. Is it trying to talk to him? And I bet you the Freemans are watching and they probably saw that whole thing and were like, you know? That's what I assume just happened there. They were watching and then once they saw that happen, they were like, wait a second. Wait a second. Why did big old wormy worm, why did Big Worm in his ice cream truck decide to be like, hey. Haderach.
Don't be frightened.
Quiza Haderach.
Don't resist.
Not gonna remember any of these names by the time I watch the second one.
It's made from a tooth of Shai-Hulud.
It is a tooth. I thought it was a tooth earlier. Like, I do say the fight scenes in this movie, they are real. But they're not, like, great. Yeah. Paul hasn't killed someone, so he's reluctant to do it. Remember, fear is the mind killer. Right? Fear is the mind killer. Don't fear anything. Don't give in to the fear, man. Climb up, rise, yep. Don't give in to the fear. Wasn't this guy in like a vision with Paul, or was that someone else? Or was like, or are these dreams basically where these people see Paul or some shit, and they're actually like training them in the dream or some shit? Is that what that scene was from earlier, maybe? I wonder. Because that looked like the guy from in the vision earlier, right? James, or whatever his name was. But he's dead now. So that dream, like where you can see the future, isn't going to happen, right? Because he's dead. Unless he's not. I wonder if the dreams could work one of two ways. Either A, he's seeing the future, or B, he's like connecting with the people. Don't know. Just know that fear is the mind killer, man.
Not for spice.
To free Arrakis.
But for the strength of your people. My road leads into the desert.
Did they feed him to the worm? I'd assume they set him down and set up a thumper. Or they use the body for moisture, maybe. Right? They're big on like moisture from bodies and shit, right? There's the sandworm. Yep, and they can ride him.
Desert power.
This is only the beginning.
I know the final battle. Like, I don't know it, because there hasn't been a movie about it, but like, I think the final battle is like, I want some worms kicking some Harkonnen ass and some whatever the S-speeds are, or however you say their fucking shit. Got soon Dune's coming to, Dune 2's coming to digital. / streaming. I finished it. Yay, I watched it. Alright. Let me set up all. Alright. So my thoughts about it. I actually, you know what? I like it more now. I never really, like, the first time I watched it, like the old one at least, I couldn't get into the old one. Maybe it was just a little too old. Like, it just didn't translate well to me. And I tried watching the new one, but I got pretty bored at the beginning of all the politics. And I think, and this is one of the reasons why I want to do, like, this YouTube thing, is because sometimes I'll, like, start watching a movie, and after a couple minutes, I'll be like, I don't want to watch this. And this will kind of, like, force me to be like, watch it. Watch it. Watch it. You know? So, yeah, so, like, you know, for like future stuff, like I'll watch anything, like romance, like foreign stuff, like send me anything, even bad movies. I love bad movies. Send me bad movies. But you know, speaking about a distant future, Oh, Rebecca Ferguson is Lady Jessica. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what else she's in, but I recognize the name. But yeah, that was really good. Gee, I wonder where it goes from here. So I know. Paul is going to team up with the Freeman. And then it's going to be basically a war between the Freemen. It's going to be like a civil war, essentially. Like a Revolutionary War kind of deal. The Freemen trying to, like, go against the Harkonnens and whatnot. But then also, what about, like, the you know, what was his name? The Emperor? You know, I wonder, do we ever get to see the Emperor? The Emperor, like, actually a person that you see later on or something? Like in maybe the third or fourth movie or something? I wonder. I hope Venus makes all these movies though, because he makes a breathtaking movie, man. Honestly, like, and I don't know if I think there's Dune Messiah is another one, I think, and I think there's one more. I think there's 4 total books or some shit. Maybe I don't know. I don't know anything about Dune, but yeah, that was really good. I really like that. So I assume next movie we get the crazy Harkonnen, like the one who's like I think Austin Butler's playing him or something, where he's like a very like Batista scene, like rah, like kill, like, you know, no remorse, like zero empathy, but like this guy's like a total like evil, like dastardy motherfucker, and I think he was played by Sting in the original movie. I think that's him. Yeah. I hope next movie. I did like the Baron more in the original movie, like his design. I thought he was like more like of what I felt of the Harkonnens. The Harkonnens just felt like bald motherfuckers. In the other one, I liked that he was kind of nasty. He was kind of like more repulsive than just like a fat guy. Like as a fat guy, that don't repulse me that much. It is repulsive, I agree, but it's not as repulsive. Like he should, like, I hope because of the poisoning. And maybe that's what, like, maybe in the original movie, I'm just not remembering that he looked fine originally. But maybe the poison's going to cause him to have all the cysts and stuff. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah, I'm ready. Once the second one comes to digital, like streaming or something, I'll watch it. Definitely record it. It was really good. I really enjoyed that. More than I thought I would. More than I had previously, too. Yeah.